Okay, so I took a shower. Like my face looks a little bit better because I actually like bothered to exfoliate it and stuff, but I still feel dry and icky and well, because I drink coffee, so I'm kind of like my body's dehydrated. Actually, like I need like I don't know, like like watermelon, cucumber, like just hydration. I need stuff, but I don't even want to bother to get any of that stuff either because I'm following my to do list. I've already kind of maxed out on the buying and selling part, so I have to focus on like my human tasks, which is take care of my body, which is actual like brushing teeth, brushing hair, plucking eyebrow, like that kind of stuff. And it's very hard because my human doesn't really want to do that shit. Like I want to like I'm very happy right now that I like cuz okay, it was just kind of crazy that guy coming over and whatever. And like so I was evaluating my to-do list, right? I didn't get my top priorities done, which kind of sucked, but because he took up one of my computers cuz like he was just like watching Netflix or whatever and sleeping on the couch, and I actually got a lot of extra time. And then like when I was in the bathroom, um I heard that that was for you to plan. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So like how should I say this? Like I'm trying to write it on my on my vlog or my blog, like my thought process, because I do need to get some of that done, and that actually counts as top priorities too. Like I don't necessarily have to go anywhere for top priorities to take place, but um like it's like projects and outings, like that's what type. So like basically I guess I would denote that as work for me. Like top priorities is what I consider work. So going to school, running errands, and working on projects, so I didn't get any of that done, but I did get a lot of other stuff done, and now I have extra time. So it's good. Um but it is kind of like, like because with everything, like I evaluate, like I take a moment to evaluate everything, but I know that like I shouldn't do it too much because then it's stealing from the time that I've earned, basically. um but yeah, like I am super motivated to do that compiling because I like several videos back, like several weeks ago, I mentioned like I have three options in terms of like projects or something, which is one, um Pixie Road, but I already knew that Pixie Road would like take way too much time and I would like not want to do school then. Two, the tarot card deck, which I felt like is kind of like an in between the Pixie Road project and like I could easily go back to school while working on that a little bit. And then three was kind of just like sort of to prepare for school, just compile notes and everything. Because like my vlog, the theme is like each day has a word. So I was going to take all of the words and then put it into Anki so I could like evaluate it, because like it takes an hour. It takes like an hour for me to go to class a lot of the time. So um I always figured I could do Anki while I'm in the car because I'm a passenger in the car, like I'm not the driver. So I figured that could be like that time could be utilized doing that. But you have to prepare for it. Um, so I'm just cause like when I got my three computers, it took me several days to like set it up. Like it was a headache. It was chaotic as hell. But like and like that one still needs like it's like 85% set up. There's like a few other little things that I should do in it, but like I'm kind of too lazy to do it. And also I don't know exactly how to go about it, so like I'd have to go through tutorial, like it's like the whole tutorial thing and have to look up shit and blah 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 blah. So I'm just like, I don't want to do that right now. But the compiling of the notes, like I've already kind of done it several times, but like it's okay. Like right now I'm just focusing on like collecting all of them. So okay, so this is the crazy process I'm having to do. So basically, I have to look at all my digital journal entries then write down all the words for each day on a piece of paper, and then again put them back into digital format, but actually for a Anki flashcard set. So that's the whole process. Like, so it's like from digital to physical to digital again. So it's kind of annoying because I wish I could just like copy and paste directly in. Well, I could do that, but like I feel like I know that writing is a very like it's a really good way to practice any sort of language, and especially Japanese because it's an ideographic language. I've known several people who are like, "Oh yeah, I can't read Japanese, but they're really fluent in speaking." Like I know everybody has their own way of going about. Like they probably needed it more for travel or something. But for me, the way that I took to Japanese and the way that helped me learn the most was writing. So, and I know you can't do that with every it's not going to be the same in every language, but like for me, Japanese is writing, like 100%. Japanese is writing and speaking. Like that's the strongest. Like those are the strongest. Like yeah, maybe listening and what's the other one? Okay, so reading and speaking, listening and writing, reading. Yeah, so like I don't have a lot of time to practice reading because like I have books and I would love to go through them, but it's just like a more longer process to do stuff. So I've been writing and talking more. Uh so yeah, I've been doing more of the output stuff lately. So um yeah, I'm not sure what I'm trying to get with that because because I was trying to like make the whole argument that like, well, uh writing is Japanese for me. No, I think all four aspects are Japanese for me. Like I'm not going to back down on any of them. Like I mean, yeah, no, I mean, like, obviously, I need to practice more writing because in the past, I used to have more of a sense for bushu or the radicals in Japanese that allow you. It's very hard. Like, I can't even explain it because it would. I'm sure there's like a similar, like the really arbitrary rules of like, let's say English, of like certain pronunciations, like whether the root is Latin or Greek or French or like, like wherever the word derived from, there's going to be a certain set of spelling within English, so it constantly breaks its own rules all the time. Um, there's a kind of similar thing where like there's at least a pattern with the radicals that once you use it a lot, then you can like it becomes easier to commit to memory. And I've gained that skill a long time ago. Well, kind of in its infancy. Basically, I was able to start to recognize patterns within that. But, since then my Japanese has gone down so much and I haven't and that was my worry too, coming back to Japanese and going to classes. I was like, I don't know if I have the sense for it anymore. Like I do think like having a sense or a knack or something for a certain language really does help, and I think we have to acknowledge that that is a thing. Like sometimes like certain languages like you just take like okay, for example, everyone says, "Oh, well Spanish is not that difficult." For me, I always recognized that I would need a class in order to learn that language. I had no confidence that I could learn it by myself because I just don't have a knack for it. I had a knack for Japanese because I'm a visual learner and that is a visual language, so it kind of goes with my strong suit. So, like the downside of it is the fact that it's like a highly contextual language, which, you have to adapt quite a bit. Like for me being like an American person, that's that's kind of a sense that you have to really learn, because it's not innate. Well, it's not innate for them either, but when that's the culture you are brought up in, of course it will become easier, because that's primarily your environment, you know. um but yeah, so like basically, um if I had to say one thing, like what I would like, is I would love to have the sense of writing again. I feel like it would help me a lot now. Um but that requires a lot of writing. So yeah, I yeah, even though it's kind of I don't think it's inefficient. I think it's adequate for right now. I know there's probably better ways to do it, or just like simply repetition. Like I have books and like a bunch of composition books full with the Toyo Kanji Hyo, where I'm writing down each one, and I have a little like a little symbol for each, like four different symbols. One, I could read it. One, I know the pronunciation. So like one, can I read it phonetically? Do I understand any of ways to read this character phonetically? Two, do I understand the meaning? And then I use ryoho, like the symbol for both when I understand both, and then I put like a kan for like from kansei, which means I understand it in totality. So so I could either read it, I could either I understand it, I read it, I can do both, I can do all. Like those are my four symbols for each character in there. That was like from a long time ago when I was in my 20s and studying it. That was like kind of my mode of my modus operandi or whatever. So now like I can't. It's a lot more linear. Like it's not so like I'm just kind of having to feed the text into the program, because I'm mostly focusing on those like 45 to an hour time in between where I have to go to the classes. And that's like my whole, not purpose, but my goal right now is to maximize that time period. I know I probably won't do it all the time, because like that is a good time to just rest, you know, like just kind of give my mind a break before having to deal with people and stuff like that. But for the days where I feel like I have enough energy, I would like to have the option to be able to study during that time. So that's what I'm doing right now with compiling all these notes, is basically preparing for, okay, so so 2 hours every week. Well, actually it's 4 hours, because it's the ride there and the ride back. So for 4 hours, 4 times 5 is 20. So 20, 20, 34. So for 60 hours, I'm basically planning for 60 hours of my life, which is like almost 3 days worth, you know? Which is crazy if you think about it like that. Like probably a little less than 3 days in total. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm preparing for. I know for some people this seems so simple, and it kind of pisses me off that it is seen as such a simple thing. But it's like, no, it's a lot of work. Um, but yeah, I'm grateful that I've gotten more time for it. Um, and I'm doing well. It's just like the whole, like I am right now, I'm happily working on it right now. Right now I'm happily working on it. In the past, you know, when I had no time, it was a strain. Like it was so, yeah, I was like I was exhausted. I'm not exhausted right now. I mean, I am tired because I do have like some human tasks that I don't really want to do, but I want to maintain my time. So I'm kind of doing them a little half-assed. Like I was supposed to shave my legs, and I kind of like just swiped them like 10 times each, well, I really exfoliated them. And I kind of shit, like, you know, and me being like the perfectionist would say like that's not good enough, but like I'm like I did something, so that has to count, you know, like I have to give myself credit for that. Otherwise, I will never do it. Because if I'm like demanding the perfection of it being completed, I won't want to do it ever, you know. So and it, like also it's like how much is perfection, like the perfection in which I'm seeking it will gain me 10 minutes. Like, is it really worth that? You know, you have to evaluate it on that. Like, I think 10 swipes is enough to beat 10 minutes, you know, like a second per swipe, you know. And that gives me 10 minutes. Like, that's good enough. It could always be, because, like, I mean, also, like, hair growth is a thing, too. Like, I'm kind of lucky that I don't have, like, insane hair growth, well, in my legs or anything like that, you know. That's not, like, a big thing. Because I know some people who, like, you know, if they shave in the morning, it grows back, like, in the afternoon. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know what's in their pituitary gland or whatever the fuck, but that's some crazy growth. I've never had that. I don't know if that's normal or not. But you know, like, there's those kind of things too. So right now, let's see. As you can see, I got like 3 papers done, which I'm very happy. I have I have 2 more papers to go. Well, wait, is today the 2nd? Okay, I have 3 papers to go. Okay. No, 4 papers to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.